Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Arit here. Welcome to the Essatino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 76.
You were checking the mic. Right?
Yes, I was seeing if the mic was unmuted. That's what that was.
Because you can never be too careful. Yes. Hello, everybody. It is another Thursday. Happy to be here again with you. My name is Arit, for those of you who don't know, and this is Jewel, and we are founders of Essetino Artists, soon to be Essatino Media.
We'll talk more about that.
Yes, and we're here to help you create profitable content and also hang out with a like-minded group of other entrepreneurs, highly talented, highly creative entrepreneurs, and we're here to be a resource for you as well. So thank you for joining us and welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, so as you are joining the chat, let us know what your wins have been for the week.
Yes.
And we will share our wins. And you probably saw the title, Creator Conf Takeaways. We'll be sharing our thoughts and our insights on attending the Creator Conference this past Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, it's been a long week, so it's like,
yes,
what day was
it's
it?
like, it's only Thursday, but so much has happened.
I know, a ton, yeah. And those days for Creator Conference, I was up at like 5 a.m. because it starts at 6 a.m. for us. We're in the Pacific Standard Time Zone, so they were very long days. But yeah, we'll share some good takeaways from that.
So let's say hello and share some wins. Okay, we've got Lisa in the house.
Hi, Lisa.
She's going to try to join Livestream next week. Thank you always for, letting us know and joining us when you can. It's very much appreciated.
Yes, and have a good weekend, Lisa. Thanks for letting us know. Have a good night as well.
We've got Rye in the house. Hey Rye, how's it going?
Hello, hello. And we thought for a second there.
I thought, Roland, I thought that your wife was going to be joining us, but you messed up your login.
Welcome, Roland.
Hey, Roland, how's it going? And we've got Jojo in the house.
Hi,
how's
Jojo.
it going?
And Brenda, hello, hello, Brenda.
We've got Brenda. Brenda also attended the Creator Conf as well as Roland.
Mm-hmm. And we have Activate LA.
Hey, how's it going?
How has your week been, guys? Please let us know in the comments as we're saying hello to everyone. And Samarn, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello and welcome.
Where are you watching from?
All right. Win. Roland passed 6,000 subscribers.
Wow.
On your channel.
Just in time for 2022 and 2021 to end. That's amazing. That is so cool. I have seen your channel from when you first thought of it till now.
Yeah. So I can't remember what I was on your channel for, but I went to your channel this past week for something. And I was like, I had to do a double take at the 6,000. So I already knew that win. But it was just, that's so amazing, Roland. A massive win. Congratulations to reaching another milestone.
Awesome. And we've got Timothy in the house. Hey, Timothy, how's it going?
Hi, Timothy.
And we've got City Gold, Monica from Mississauga. Thank you for joining us. Share some of your wins.
Monica, hello, hello. Happy to have you here.
And
yeah, your star turned green on YouTube.
Yeah, when you're a member of the channel, you have these.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have these stars and they change color depending on how long you've been a member for. And I think it goes on for like 6 months. It goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it stays at the 6th one.
What's the final color? Do you know?
I don't know, but I feel like we need to change it with all the stuff that's going to be happening. And we will be changing things. Evolution will be happening.
Yes, you guys will see it all. Well, we're in the middle of the rebranding journey, but we'll talk about that in a second.
So everybody's congratulating Roland. Much congratulations. Yeah, we like to celebrate everybody's wins. So it's like your wins are our wins. It's all of our wins. We're together with that.
Yeah. What went well this past week? You know, what is something that you're proud of? What is something that you got checked off? yeah, please feel free to continue sharing it in the comments. So we will share some wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you want to, or
part of it was already yeah, flatline. No, we're super excited to be rebranding our business to Essatino Media. And so you guys will see this evolution happening. We changed the name on the channel. We got our domain and everything like that. And the graphics will soon follow as well as we rebrand, getting a new logo and everything. And we're doing that because our business has evolved. We have evolved as well since the very beginning. Our very first company name was actually Essetino Connections. Back in the day, because it was all about joint venturing with other people. We didn't really know what it was going to evolve into. And we're still very much like creatives, creators, artists. Everyone on this planet is. But yeah, we really want to just open it up a little bit more and just be more like more reflective of the work that we're doing today and what's to come. So we're super excited about like creating more courses.
So this is like phase 3 of who knows how many phases, but this is phase 3 of the evolution of Essatino. We will never leave the name Essatino because that's going to always stay for sure.
Yeah.
But the second part has always changed, and we're on the third iteration. Is that the correct word? Iteration?
Yeah.
The third iteration of our company and our name. So originally it started as Essatino Connections because the first business opportunity that we got into was called joint venturing, doing JVs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally doing joint venturing with anyone and every kind of opportunity. We weren't particularly for social media or anything like that. Like, we would go to these networking meetings, and this was 10 years ago, and if someone said, hey, I have a painting company, if you refer people that need paint job for their homes, I'll give you a 20% commission. Yeah. And we would jot that down. We would write it down in our JV book, and we had all these different JVs. And we're like, okay. And then we'd keep our ears and eyes peeled. Is anyone looking for a painter? And then if we saw a connection and an opportunity, we would connect it. And we did do a bunch of them.
Those were where we earned our first commissions and our first dollars, right? Because we didn't have our own products and services when we first started. So we were leveraging off of other people's products and services and referring business.
The one of the strangest ones was we met a lady who used to dress up as Disney characters and sing at children's birthdays. And she said, if you refer me birthday, if someone has a birthday and she does an appearance and stuff and does the singing gig, she'll give like, I think $100 or something.
Yeah.
And my cousin was like, hey, what should we do for, her daughter's birthday? And I was like, you should rent this lady who does Disney Frozen characters. And she was like, what?
She was amazing too.
Yeah, she was like she's
a vocalist.
She used to tour around, and she was in like an ABBA tribute band here in Vancouver, I think. And she's extremely talented. Long story short, we did the referral, got the commission. And so we did a lot of those. Oh, and so that's why we were called Essatino Connections. And then we realized that we wanted to do our own thing. So we started out with websites, and specifically working with artists, because Arit was a singer. We were touring around Canada.
Still is.
And and we were like at the time doing the tour, and we were working with a lot of artists.
Yeah, a lot of different kinds of artists too. And that was like our social circle at the time.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. Like we learned a lot from that too. And we've always been passionate about creative entrepreneurship and helping other people realize that creativity within them and help them believe that they can make a business out of it, that they can make money, because that's kind of like, that's our stories too. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of you already know that.
From the very beginning, we have and still see ourselves as artists and creators. And so that's why we said Essatino Artist Chapter, the phase 2. And then we did the whole rebranding of that. And that has been until now, until like this past week, when we're like, hold on a second. Like when we have our coaching clients and we do YouTube coaching, and we have people who we do PDF design, website design, we're like, hold on a second. We are branding people. We are making them look so good that they make more sales, attract more clients. You know, they make more money because of our design work
content
and the marketing that we come up with and do for them. And then we said the line, like, we create profitable content. And then we're like, whoa, that's a cool line. And so that's why we switched it from Essatino Connections, Essatino Artist, to now Essatino Media, creating profitable content.
The vision is much bigger. It's grown a lot bigger than just artists, and it's and also part of it too is that not just artists, we're so much to us and to who we are. Like we're a coach, leader, artist, like family member, friend, like writer, designer. There's just so many labels, right? And that's I think a lot of people are in that space, multi-passionate creators, right? And so that vision has expanded.
So this banner is going to completely change.
Super outdated. Yeah.
Right now it says Essatino Media, creating profitable content. That's the first thing that we switched out. This is going to change. The colors will still have purple in them for sure. We might be adding in another color, but it's still going to be purple.
Yes.
And I do still like the triangle, so we're going to keep that. And I want to show you guys a special treat. I want to show you our very, very first logo. So this was, I'm showing them.
What?
I
didn't even
found
know this
it.
was happening.
I went on our channel and I found it.
Oh my God, I remember that logo.
So this was
amazing.
The Essatino Connections logo. Actually, there was even a first version that you did on Paint that I don't know where it is, but this was like,
I didn't do this one. This was on Fiverr.
No, this was from Brent.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was one of the JV things. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
what was the first? I designed the first logo?
Yeah, so it was on Paint. And it was like blocks, like it was like,
it was probably terrible.
I don't know where to find it, but
wow.
This is our very first logo, and you can see it's a giant music note because we're going off of the whole
different types of like artists created. So I guess the artistry was already in there to begin with the mic and the film and the performing and the music and the lights. And I think, remember what we were doing is like it was like you are the stage, right?
Yes, so, like create your
we're going down memory lane here with you guys.
So I went from this to this, and then we're gonna show you version 3. So that was one of our wins.
We're not showing you version 3 now, later.
Yes, we're still working on it right now.
Yeah.
But that's one of our biggest wins was we've been thinking about this for a long time. We're like, you know what? I think that we have outgrown the artists like title, because we want to be like, we do like a lot of media and a lot of marketing and a lot of content. And so we really wanted to attach that to our name. And so
you guys are liking it. Nice.
All right, let's go back to the comments here.
Awesome.
Monica says she's loving it. You've been in
Timothy.
8 years. We didn't have
he probably from the channel. Is that what you mean? Like you've been
watching our
tuning in for that long? Really?
What?
Has it really been that long? That's insane. Amazing.
And City Gold, Monica, yes, I'm learning one at a time. And that's what we preach.
Yeah.
1% at a time, 1% each day, get better 1% each time. And that will compound and compound. After 1 year of being consistent with getting better 1% each day, you really start to see the difference.
Yeah.
Not right away, but after a certain amount of time, you start to see the difference.
It makes a huge difference. Just laying one brick at a time.
Win for Brenda. Encouraged by the Creator Conf, looking forward to your shares. Yes, we were also encouraged as well.
Yeah.
Essatino
Nice.
Media. The branding is very exciting. I got such a high when I changed the name. I was like, yeah, it's happening.
It's about time. It's overdue actually, but it's happening. We're at a good place right now to do it. It's the perfect time to do it, and it just makes sense. It's all the building blocks will fall through in the coming year, 2022.
And we've got Phil in the
Hello,
house.
Phil.
Thank you.
Yes.
Activate LA says hit the likes.
Bam, bam.
I
Love
appreciate it. Thank you.
Bam. Thank you.
We've got Liat in the house.
Hello.
Hey, Liat. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi, Liat.
And we've got Cheeks of Product Patrol.
Nice. Cheeks in the house. Hello.
And Ron Vong says, very efficient of you to put the slogan in the title.
Yeah, so that was actually, we did that because of something that we learned at Creator Conference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll share some takeaways, also, general opinions on Creator Conference and that kind of thing. There was some pretty, for me, I'll speak for myself, there was some good takeaways from that for me. But yeah, we'll share that in a bit here. Just saying hello. Oh, okay, you guys are.
Yeah, you guys are saying hello to people.
Hello, awesome.
And yes, our logo was very retro. It was and it's cool to see. I'm so glad that
the evolution,
it's saved and it's there. I wish I could find the very, very first version that was on Paint that we had for very short time, because we very quickly went to that one, the music note logo.
Yeah.
People are loving the new name, the transformation. It is a transformation.
Okay.
When you do your own thing, we're always transforming. You're not going to be the same, or at least you should be growing, in my opinion. If you stay the same, there's a saying that if you just stay the same, you're just dying. I know it's harsh, but
you're moving backwards.
Yeah, you're going the other direction. People are loving the name.
Timothy, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, I know. I was like, whoa.
It's so hard this has happened so many times where we don't get your jokes just off of reading the text. So thank you. Appreciate that.
Congrats. Wait, so there's a slight YouTube name change? Sorry, I got disconnected there for a second. No, not YouTube changing their name or anything. We changed our YouTube channel name to Essatino Media - creating profitable content. And we just want to be more clear. And so when someone sees our channel name, it's like, okay, right away, they get it. And it was a strategic thing for us to do that.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that we learned at Creator Conference is, if your channel name doesn't clearly convey what it is that you do, because someone's not going to get Essatino Media right away. They might know it's something to do with it could be digital content, it could be even a magazine or something, right? So we wanted to make that clear specifically in our channel name, because if we're commenting on other videos, then not just that channel, but that channel's viewers or subscribers will see what we do. They'll instantly get it. And if that's something that they resonate with, creating profitable content, then they're more likely to come and check out our channel.
Mm-hmm. City Gold says, you guys creating everything yourselves, updating your business. So yeah, we are pretty much doing all the changes ourselves. Urit is doing the first variation of the logo, and we may or may not send it to a a graphic designer who specializes in logos?
Yeah. So I don't specialize in logos. I can do them, but it's not like, I personally don't think I'm the greatest at them. So yeah, what I might do is just create a version of it or what the vision is, and then send that off to a logo designer. But everything else in terms of like our site and everything, we have done this in the past where we've outsourced it. But I think because like I'm a designer myself, it's so hard for me to, number one, let go. But when I did let go, it's just I'm not as satisfied with it. And just, spending that time to find someone, it takes a while to find like a good person to work with. And we haven't found that person yet, despite the many people that we've worked with in the past. So yeah, in terms of like updating graphics and everything, I'll definitely be doing that myself.
Roland says, I can't add more words to my channel name. It would be almost a paragraph. Yeah, you're
Brenda!
What?
Brenda, write your memoir.
Nice.
I love it. Amazing.
That's so cool.
What an action taker.
So Brenda literally just not changed her name, but added her slogan right now, just from this moment. That's so cool.
Way to take action, Brenda. Great reminder to add the slogan. Yes, I didn't action it as soon as I heard it. Yeah, that was something that we pulled out right away. And we're like, yes, we should do that. That makes sense.
We mentioned this last week. We're in this private mastermind, and the guys that we're learning from, they're highly, highly successful. They've done like $1 million in course sales. And one of the things that they really hone in on is making decisions fast. Like, it doesn't have to be necessarily like the complete correct one, which is what we're always trying to do, is make the right do But they're like, move forward fast. You can always correct. You can always change. You can always, do a different variation. But the fact is we say fail forward fast, but they actually say like, what is it? Just vomit forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say something really intense like that.
They're more blatant.
But we use fail forward fast. So that's what we're who knows, maybe we'll change it, but we just want to take action quickly, right?
Yeah. That's definitely something that, we're working on, just moving forward fast, especially with those projects that take us a while. And yeah, it like the way that they were explaining it is when it's good to move forward fast and without it just being perfect, because that way you're getting feedback faster, whether that's like from data or like other people or whatever. You're getting that feedback faster. So you're not spending all of that time trying to think yourself what would be perfect. You're already getting that, and then you can reiterate fast as well, and like, send out share the new version faster. So yeah, that's so cool, Brenda. I love it.
That was really cool. Yeah. One of my subscribers made me an ink flingers Christmas ornaments. That's really special. That's so cool.
That is so nice.
You'll have to post a picture of that, or maybe you already have.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Some people make logos, and when I see them, I wonder how they came up with such a great idea. Yeah, like those, and that's what I mean. Like, there's those logo designers that really, they just create something entirely like out of nothing, like such a creative idea and design, and knowing like how to use Adobe Illustrator inside and out to craft that logo, and doing like vector graphics and all that stuff. It's quite a skill. So yeah.
We've got Teddy in the house. Sorry, I'm late. No worries.
Okay.
I was actually thinking, I was like, oh, I don't see Teddy in the house. He's usually one of the first people on here.
People Timothy's comment
are loving it. And yeah, I know, what a comment, eh? Like, ew, I don't want to vomit forward. Yeah, it's quite. See, the thing is, it's gonna stick with you now, right?
Yeah, it's memorable.
Yeah. If people are tuning in, they're like, "What is this live stream about?"
Awesome.
Essatino Media sounds so big and powerful. Love it. You know, we felt good when we were like Essatino Media, and we have to feel it, and it's just a gut feeling that we've gotten here. And you know, it didn't start off that way, that's for sure, and it took many years, but we're here now.
Hello, Tracy.
We've got Tracy in the house. Great new channel name. Thank you. I remember when you were consulting about your channel name, and I thought it was a great change. Little Garden on the Prairies. It says like it says what it is.
Yeah.
Gardening.
Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. How long till these two are shaking up Dragon's Den?
Okay, well, I've watched Shark Tank and Dragon's Den a lot, and you notice certain trends about what they like and what they don't like. And, you know, you need to have I noticed, you know, you need to have a certain amount of profit, your numbers, the margins, and if it fits well with their business, like Lori Grenier, she's going to take like physical products mainly. She's not really going to take like a software thing. Usually she's going to take, if it can go in Bed Bath and Beyond, you know, you have a better chance with getting her on board. And they each have their own like specialties and stuff. City Gold says, I love your current logo. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we've had it for a while, and I think it's like, for us, it's time for an update.
Absolutely. Let's share some wins, or some, not wins, let's share some takeaways from Creator Conference.
Yeah, let's get through this. You guys will be taking 2 of the 5 seats by 2030.
I like that prediction, right? Nice.
Green tea.
I didn't make a drink for myself this time. Usually I do.
Awesome. Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
So you meant like us having a seat. Okay.
I'm more for that.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I'd be interested in that.
Yes.
There you go. And then Scott, I'm partial to Essatino.
Good one, Scott.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, our name Essatino is a combination of our last name. So Arit is Arit Esselin, and I am Jewel Tolentino. And we tried to think of a cool name like Google, and so we came up with Essatino.
You gotta laugh about these decisions that you make years ago, but then it's just like, that's our identity now. And Scott was saying Essatino because his last name is Rubin. I like that, Scott.
We just keep adding different letters from everybody.
Yeah. Yes.
And shout out to Timothy.
Timothy, thank you so much.
For a super sticker donation. Thank you so much, Timothy. Appreciate that. You know, we appreciate you here every week.
Yes,
if you guys don't know, Timothy is an amazing airbrush artist. You guys have to check out his pieces of art. He usually does people. And I was just going to ask you, do you do airbrushing of, let's say, animals or objects or things like that? Because I mainly see you do people.
His portraits are amazing. You guys should check it out. Really incredibly talented. And thank you so much, Timothy.
Yeah.
Really appreciate your support.
And City Gold, yes, it is going to be on our channel. So after the live stream ends, usually it takes the next morning, and then it ends up showing up on our channel. So if you go to our channel tomorrow morning, this live stream will be on there. So no worries, it will be recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get into the Creator Conf takeaways.
Yeah, so I know, Brenda and Roland, you guys attended as well. So feel free to share some of your takeaways as well in the comments if you like. For me, it was, I really enjoyed it because number one, and yours might be similar, the energy of the conference was really great in terms of just seeing seeing all of these content creators come together in one place and learn from influencers, from people in the industry, people from YouTube. There was one guy from like the YouTube Partners program or something like that too. And also from the online course industry, even the co-founder of Learn Worlds. For those of you who don't know, Learn Worlds is a learning management software or platform. So it's a platform where you can offer your course and build out your course in there and create your own school. So he also is one of the speakers. And then some really like Neil Patel, who's like a guru in the marketing industry.
Blogger. He's big on blogging.
And blogging, yeah. So it's just really cool to get that like that refresh of energy and like being in the same place as other people, just kind of like what we're building here, right? Mm-hmm. Interacting with each other. For me specifically, it was the session with Sven. I don't remember his last name, but he's an editor. His channel is called This Guy Edits, and he's done like crazy, like he's edited on projects for like James Cameron and like other well-known directors and stuff. And so he has a YouTube channel called This Guy Edits, and he releases videos and tutorials on like helping people edit and up the quality of their editing. And I really liked his session because he was kind of challenging you to think about your video content differently, and specifically paying attention to increasing the retention or the watch time. Like when someone is watching a piece of your content or a video, how can you engineer the content so that they stay longer and they watch longer? And yes, as YouTubers, we hear about, increasing watch time and retention and all this stuff, but he was using concepts from filmmaking and applying it to YouTube videos. And it doesn't matter what channel you are. It could be like an educational channel. You could be doing product reviews, but he really broke it down into this, like he was saying, hook, stakes, and then story, right? So it's like use some sort of hook. Why should they care about what it is that they're about to watch? Stakes. What is at stake if they don't apply this information or don't if they don't have this information? And the story is like the meat of the video, whatever the content is, right? So he was really going in depth, and I really enjoyed his session. And it challenged me to think about my copywriting when I write copy for a page and stuff, and write a story in terms of like problem solution and everything. It made me think about how I can apply that stuff as well to a video, to just help people realize that they're in the right place when they start watching the video. Give them a reason why it's important to watch, right? Why should they care? And he was talking about all these other things like creating, he says people are really drawn to like some form of like tension. He says when you watch movies, you're really drawn to like fighting scenes, what's it called? Like deal making or pitching. I forget the term he used, and seduction. So these are like different modes of tension. And it's not that you're going to apply like a fight scene to your video or whatever, but he's like, how can you create that space where it's like saying what's at stake? If you even like watch a video about writing a memoir or whatever, like what does this mean? Like maybe you're not going to get that memoir done, or this is something you've really wanted to do for a long time. And just paying more attention to the formula in terms of what you say in the beginning and the middle. I think that was one of my biggest takeaways from Creator Conference.
And Arit actually asked him a question because he was in the Q&A chat afterwards. And she specifically, because we were watching it and we're like, that's totally cool I was like, I could see this doing very well for vlogs and for if you're doing like skits and stuff. And then at the end of his presentation, I said, this is great, but how can we apply this to a tutorial video? Like there's not going to be some crazy epicness happening in a tutorial video. How can we do this? And so she asked him that question.
I did. And I screenshotted the answer because I want to share it with you guys. So yeah, I asked him, how do you like apply this to a tutorial video? And he said, tutorials solve a very specific problem for the audience. They are searching for a solution. You can emphasize dramatically why this tutorial is of value. So again, talking about that tension, drama, something of drama, right? The solution has to matter beyond the actual solution. So like figuring out how to change your banner on Facebook, it can't just be about that. It has to matter beyond that. And he was saying to bring that out, bring that out in the very beginning so that they understand the reasoning behind what it is, the why behind what it is that they're about to watch. And he said, once you know how to, for example, make a specific effect in After Effects, make sure they understand how this effect they're learning is going to empower them and create more possibilities. So in that example, he was saying like the drama is in using these effects to create amazing content. So maybe feature something like that, like amazing dramatic content in the very beginning of the video before you're going into the tutorial of the After Effects tutorial. So, you see what I mean? Like he's just really pushing you to think about it differently and bring out that drama, bring out the why, and hook people in right from the beginning.
And he gave an example in his presentation of this guy who does stock reviews on his stock review videos. And he's talking about investing and all that kind of stuff. And at the beginning of his video, he had a barbecue grill and he had some money, and I'm thinking it was fake money because he was burning it. And then at the beginning of the video, he says basically you're going to want to watch this video before you start investing. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen to your money. You're just going to burn it. Yeah. And then he barbecued the money. And I'm hoping it was fake.
I'm hoping it was fake too.
And so he was saying you can just do something as simple. I wouldn't say it's simple because you have to take the barbecue out and do all that kind of thing, but something just like a short thing like that.
1% of that.
Yeah, to put that in the beginning of your tutorial and then get into the tutorial, which is, more like on the computer and showing stuff. So adding an element like that. And so we took that and we're like, okay, how can we 1% make our videos better? Just 1% better. And so we're going to be trying some new stuff on our channel. If you noticed, we actually haven't uploaded on our channel for 2 weeks because we were taking a break and we're doing name change and we're building out the course.
Yeah.
And
a lot of cool stuff in the works.
We're just kind of thinking and doing some new stuff in the works. So upcoming Monday, we got a video coming out from Marit.
Yeah, that was actually one of my wins that I also wanted to share with you guys. I filmed some YouTube videos, so we'll be having more content as well coming out on the channel.
And the other, awesome. We'll go through some of the comments here. So people are liking this guy edits. Yeah, he had a really great presentation.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
What made it memorable as well was he used one of Casey Neistat's. For those of you who don't know, he's an amazing vlogger on YouTube and filmmaker. And he was using one of his videos as an example of creating that of drawing the audience in, right? I mean, his is a vlog video. It's not like some of our content here, but you're in the journey with him as he's trying to retrieve this drone of his that landed on a building, and he can't get it landed on the top of a building and he can't get to the top of the building. So he has to go on another building, and he was using this hook contraption to try and get it from the ceiling of the building below. And you're just you're with him there, the tension, the cuts, the failure, the drama is in the failure, in the potential for failure, right? If he doesn't get it, or even if he does get it, he might drop the drone and then there you go, goodbye drone. So yeah, I really enjoyed that session.
Roland saying, can you put Sven's reply in the group?
Yeah, of course. I will share it in the group. Yes.
And my takeaways. So that one was really good. Besides that video editing speech. In all honesty, when we were going through all of the lectures, there, for me, I've heard all this stuff being said before. It was geared towards beginners, in my opinion, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you might be thinking like, oh, it's for beginners, shouldn't attend, we've heard it already. The cool thing about hearing all that stuff was it was one, reaffirming that we are on the right track and we are doing what, in my opinion, the right thing, and we are following what is right for us with our YouTube channel and our business. And the energy that was coming off of some of these speakers was amazing. There was a couple there. Pat Flynn was on there. Pat Flynn, I've spoke about him before. He is a really great example of creating super fans. So he has this book called Super Fans, and he is so good at creating loyal fans that stick with him. He's not hugely popular, like let's say a Gary Vaynerchuk, but he can create really great communities, and they're diehard for him. And I've seen him from the 10 years, and we are like, really, anything he promotes, I'm gonna get, because I know that it's of quality and I can trust him. So we've learned a lot from Pat Flynn, and he is the reason why we even have this live stream, because he started his live stream and he said, I'm creating this live stream because I want to be there for you. I know a lot of you are scared. This was during the height of it all. And we're like, oh my God, there's probably people who are really scared and worried right now. Let's show up for them. Let's be there for them. And that's why we created this live stream. And it was because of him. So his talk was really good. And there was another talk by this other guy who got to over 100,000 subscribers by partnering and doing kind of joint venturing with other YouTubers.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been wanting to do. We've done it a little bit here and there, where we've had guests on the show, and we've been on other people's live streams as well, or on their videos. And I want to take that to the next level as well, because he said he went from less than 10,000 subscribers or something to 100,000 in a very short time.
In a year or something.
Yeah, because he was partnering with other travel YouTubers. His channel is about traveling. So he started partnering up with these other YouTubers, and they each promote each other fairly, and they each get from each other's fans. And so that's what we want to do. We want to be guests on other people's shows, and we want to have people on our shows, and if it's a good fit and stuff. So that's one of the things that I took away, is I want to do more partnering and joint venturing and stuff again.
Yeah. There was also some good sessions on the future of content creation and this whole space. There was one session on live streaming. So she was just all talking about how much money is going into all of these platforms to really up the live stream game. And in the future, live streaming won't just be a thing that gamers do, or I don't know, it's mainly a gamers thing. I think one other industry or whatever, but
makeup, or was it
makeup?
I don't know.
Something else that she mentioned, but it was but yeah, that's why a lot of people are apprehensive to get into live streaming, right? But she was like, this is going to change all industries. We'll be live streaming. This is how TV will be, like how TV was a thing, how Netflix is a thing. The way we will consume content is through live video, and it will, enter through all of these different industries, not just gaming. It won't just be a gaming thing. So that was interesting. Also, I'll share one more thing. There's so many things to share, but I'll share one more thing as well. Timothy, this might be interesting to you, because I know you're creating your online course, but Neil Patel and the CEO of Learn Worlds, which was the course platform, right? They were talking about how online learning, and like when you guys are taking online courses and stuff, the trend that's moving towards as well is like live will be incorporated into that. So it won't just be pre-recorded videos, which a lot of online courses are, but it'll be more like a hybrid where you have, and some of you might be in courses actually that do this, where you have like the pre-recorded course and you're watching the course content, but there's also a live element to it where the person or the instructor will have office hours, or they're just, they'll be on Zoom calls or group coaching and that kind of thing. There'll be this like hybrid e-learning product that we'll start to see more of. So yeah, lots of cool takeaways. Yeah, it was good. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Roland and Brenda and Pam said she enjoyed it too.
Oh, nice.
As well, yeah.
Well, one of the things that we were getting across was like, they kept saying like, just be yourself, be authentic.
Yeah.
And we can't stress that enough. Like, you have to, otherwise you'll just get burnt out from being somebody else. Like, it will degrade you.
Yeah, they were, I mean, we're sharing all this stuff with you that is new to us, right? Like, this is stuff that these were only our takeaways, but it was just most of it, that what was shared there is just all about creating content that you're passionate about, because when you enjoy that process, that is where consistency comes out of it. And from consistency comes compounding the results, whatever comes out of that. And yeah, they're just, talking a lot about that and challenging you to be more creative with your content. Think outside the box, be different. Don't follow what everyone else is doing. You're going to stand out by being yourself. You're going to stand out by standing out.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, with our content, I never really like looked at other people and wanted to copy exactly what they're doing. I was like,
Yeah.
I want to be different. I don't want to be like other people.
I think it's good to take inspiration from other. I mean,
I've taken elements.
Yeah, I mean, like the Pat Flynn thing, right? Like, that's what inspired us for us to show up but make this show our own, mm-hmm. right? So yeah, it was a good conference. I cannot imagine being a small YouTuber and not having a community like this. This information is beep gold. Also, are you saying I should barbecue my cash for my channel?
When he showed the picture, it was very eye-catching, and it would definitely catch attention.
Like, oh yeah, that'll hook them in for sure.
Yeah, and so that was a very good example. The thing is, our money though, Rye, is Canadian, and it's plastic, so it's not gonna like burn. It's just gonna like melt into the grill.
It won't be satisfying.
I don't think it can catch a flame, can it? I don't know.
But we're not gonna try, okay?
Roland says, Rye, just barbecue the coins.
Might be sitting there for a long time watching them melt.
Roland says, Casey Neistat is promoting a 30-day course, and we wanted to get it for Kyle, but we cranked out some money for his new camera. That's really cool. And yes, I have been seeing that he is doing. And the thing is, with his course, here's the thing. It's not like a go at your own pace type course. It starts on this day, like enrollment, right? Everybody's going to get enrolled. Starts on this day, and it goes on for the month or whatever. And you are not required, but it's like, if you want to get the most benefit, he's like, okay, project 1, film a video doing these XYZ techniques type thing, how he films. And so, because everybody was trying to copy Casey Neistat, right? When he came out on YouTube, man, he just took YouTube to a new level. It was crazy. But yeah, that's cool that he got a new camera. That's amazing.
It's a 30-day course for vloggers?
Filmmakers.
Oh, filmmakers?
Not really particularly vlogging. It's just like, Casey was a filmmaker initially, and then he became like a YouTuber who changed the way filming was done for vlogs.
Yeah.
Timothy says, I agree, Jewel. We must create loyal members to our channels, one member at a time. Yep. And
yeah, exactly, Timothy. Exactly. Like office hours at university. Yeah.
Pat Flynn does that. I get an email every so often
Mhm.
saying office hours.
You come and just ask your questions. We might start incorporating that too.
Once
yeah.
our course starts getting like bigger.
Yeah. Hello, Lance. What are some ways to get video streaming and video editing clients besides word of mouth?
So you want to get video streaming and video editing clients. So the way that we've done it is we put out free YouTube videos showing how to do the thing. And
we're offering.
in doing that, people end up wanting to hire you. So we do videos showing how to do YouTube, how to do design. I show videos on how to edit videos with Camtasia, and many times people will watch that. They'll either hire me to do their video editing, or they'll take my course, or they'll take my coaching, or they'll buy our YouTube coaching. And we're huge advocates of this kind of model for getting clients, because it's like you give first, you're constantly giving, and then people will see that, find value, and they're like, oh, if this person gave this for free, imagine how the experience will be for paid. And so that's why in our YouTube videos, we don't hold back. Like, I'll tell you exactly how to do whatever I'm saying in the video and how to edit the video. But some people want more. They just want to be associated with you, with your energy. Sometimes they'll watch something and they'll be like, what else can you do for me? Like, what are all your tricks? And I am going to pick and choose all the ones that I want from you, because they want to continue working from you. So that's our model. I know a lot of people are a little bit weird about that. They're like, no, I'm not going to show them how to do the website. They have to pay me to do that. The thing is, when you show them, there are a lot of people that don't want to do it themselves and they would rather pay. So if they see you doing it and they're like, hey, they're actually really good at this, I want to hire them. It's happened so many times. It happens very frequently for us. That's how we get clients.
What it's also doing, Lance, when you're creating that content and releasing it, this is why it works, is because that content is building trust with your potential clients. So if you're just starting out and no one really knows about you or that you can do this stuff, even if you do have some really good testimonials on your website and you're trying to figure out how to get people to your website, you will create more leverage if you have something like a channel. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but like one place where you're constantly providing value to your audience and you're talking about, video editing tips, or it could be showing them how to do something, or, what platform or what software they should use for video editing, all these kinds of things. You're educating your audience and you're in turn building trust. They're getting something from you. They're getting a lot from you. Mm-hmm. So as they start to connect with you and your content, and they'll get to know you as well, they'll feel like they know you. We get this all the time. Like they really feel like they know you just from watching like a few of your videos and stuff, just because you're being yourself and you're the way that you speak. It's not going to be like everyone else, right? When you're on video, you're right away standing out from other people because nobody can talk like you or act like you or be you or explain things the way that you do.
And I was just going to say, when you put yourself on video and you show your personality and who you are, and they reach out to you and they're like, hey, can I hire you? It's like you've already past the barrier of trying to sell yourself, because they're contacting you. And I learned this from Casey Neistat. He did a video, and I want to find it now, where he was like done with trying to go after to find his clients. He's like, I want my clients to come to me. Yeah. So, and I was like, I like that. I would rather have that than me trying to pitch and sell myself all the time, trying to, get the sale. I want you to know that you already want to work with me. And so in this video, he describes how he says, put really great content out, help people, and give value, and you will attract them.
Yeah.
You will attract the client. And honestly, that's what we do. We create these free YouTube videos. We have almost 1,600 videos now, and it's gone to a point where it works itself. And when we do work for our clients, they honestly have a really 9 times out of 10. Sometimes, yeah, you get the missed one, but 9 times out of the 10, they're referring us to other people because they had such a great experience. Because what happens when you refer someone who is good, it makes them look good. When you do work for a client and then they're like, that person's like, hey, to their friend is like, hey, you should use Jewel and Arit. They did a really great job on this. It makes them look good. You make them look good. And then it just keeps snowballing. And that's what's happening right now. And we've actually had to decline some work and some clients because it's all coming in. It's like the compounding effect is now just like come in, and
you as well, Lance.
We have to pick and choose now.
I was just gonna say, you can get to a point where you can choose your clients, because all of that effort that you put into creating this content for your audience, doing that, it's the push-pull marketing, right? You're not pushing your services on people. You're literally, it's like a magnet. It's attractive marketing. And you've already sold yourself in those videos. And then it just comes down to sending them a proposal when they reach out to you via email and ask you, what are your video editing services like? Send me a quote. So much simpler than spending all that time convincing and selling and all that jazz.
Yeah. Teddy B, the Theta Network is going to change the world by making censorship a thing of the past. Whoa, that's crazy.
Censorship. Free world.
Hashtag networking. Yeah, networking.
This is what we're doing.
So one of the methods that we want to do in 2022 when we get our course out is we want to be a guest on other people's podcasts and live stream shows to leverage their audiences. I'm going to do a video on this, but we had an amazing experience when we were on the live stream show for real estate investors. And that's actually one of the tactics, is when you are a guest on a show where it doesn't necessarily, like, we weren't a guest on another show with a bunch of YouTubers. We were a guest on a show with real estate investors who didn't really know much about YouTube. And so we are the experts. And so they looked up to us, and we provided a ton of value in that live stream. We were answering like so many questions, and it did really well. And I'm going to create a video explaining in more detail about that, about why we say yes to certain shows, to be on certain shows, and why not to be on certain shows.
Oh, good. I'm glad we didn't get the course, because he has to concentrate on school and his gigs.
Yeah, it's I also was into the course because I love Casey Neistat. I love the way he teaches, his filming style, everything. And so when I saw that it was like a hard curriculum, not like hard course, but like hard deadlines and stuff, I was like, oh, I can't commit to that right now. So hopefully in the future, he'll create another course where it's like, go at your own pace.
Camera is for Christmas. He's paying for the majority of it.
Ooh, nice. That's exciting. It is a good investment.
Yeah, that's true. I get email offers, and I've been sent 4 free tools so far by different companies.
Nice. Phil,
awesome.
One of these live streams, I'm going to show you the email template that we would send out to the companies that would get us paid and free product. So it was like the best combination that we liked was to get paid and you get the free product and you're an affiliate. That was called the trifecta that we were trying to get. But if we didn't always get it, And sometimes we had to choose between different options. Sometimes they only offer affiliate, sometimes they only offer getting paid, and sometimes they only offer free product. So we have an email, we had this email template that we would send out. And if they declined the money, then we would say, okay, can you send us a certain amount of the product, because I want to do a giveaway on our channel, or I want to do a giveaway on our Facebook group.
The whole idea with getting sponsorships is just you being really clear up front that this is what I'm going to do for you, the brand, and this is what I'm asking for in return.
Mhm.
Just as long as you're super clear and you're listing everything out, and you're like outlining the detail of what it is that you'll do for them. It's not just about, oh, I'll do a video for you. Go into detail. It's going to be mentioned throughout the entire video, or whatever the case might be. I'm going to be showing the product. I'll have a link in the description. Like, go into all of that detail very specifically. And then also make sure you're clear about what it is that you're asking for in return. And always go with your ideal ask, like what it is that you want ideally. And they can always come back and counter with whatever.
And sometimes people would just be like, yeah, that what you're asking for, great. And some people would be like, would you get this instead? And then I would be like, okay, do I really want this product? Is it worth it for me? Then you go into that kind of thinking. But we'll do that as one of the live streams.
Yeah.
City Gold says, attractive to others. Yes, I am one of them. Yes, Monica.
Exactly.
Monica was on the Real Estate Investors live stream, and she is a real estate investor herself in Ontario, and she wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I have to say, she has hit the ground running. She has started the channel, started filming. She is moving forward,
an action taker,
and evolving and changing, and it's very good. Like when you have that ability, because there are so many people that we meet that are like, they can't eat, they're frozen. They literally are frozen, and they can't step forward.
Get started on their first video.
But it haunts them. It haunts them.
Yeah.
Mel Robbins said, your dreams will either empower you
or
haunt you.
Yeah.
One or the other. And you want the empowering.
Yeah. It's such I'll use this term with you, Monica, asset. It is such an asset to have that ability to just push forward, just fail forward fast, right? Or vomit forward fast, as the other guys like to say.
Whichever one you like.
Probably not the vomit one.
Bill says, yeah, it can be tricky at first, but I'm getting better at dealing with these emails. I probably need a template. Yes, it's all about how you are structuring yourself. And because at the end of the day, they need you more than you need them, right? Because they want to get close to free marketing, right? Because they want giving the product away for them is very easy for them. That's why a lot of people just give away the product. But you want to also see if you can get money out of it, if you can get paid out of it. And you definitely can. And we did it when we had less than 10,000 subscribers. And it did, you have to build your confidence up. We started at a low amount, just to get it going, get more comfortable with it. And then we would raise our prices. And then, you can take it from there. But it all starts with that first email. And it's okay if they're like, no, sorry, no deal. You're always going to have more people coming to you for sponsorships and videos. Yeah. It's endless.
There will always be more.
All right. Strike while the iron is hot. Yes. Going with those guys that we were saying in our mentorship that we're in, they're like, you must keep the momentum going. The momentum is the drive. It's going to keep you going. You have to keep burning that oil.
Did we miss one?
Teddy B says,
decentralized video distribution. Nobody to say you can't say that. YouTube's the worst of what you have to say goes. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Certain topics, censorship, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Any advice on overcoming this? The feeling of having to do everything yourself at all costs. I feel like I'm saving money, but also hurting my channel. I don't know the middle ground. Oh,
That
what a
was
good
like-
question. Such a good question.
That was us with our SEO. And we are in the last 2 years realizing that if we want to grow, we must hire and outsource some things because we cannot do it all ourselves. And that's why Roland does our SEO for us. He went through our course several times, and way back in the beginning, Roland planted the seed and was like, hey, if you ever need help with some things, I know you guys are busy. I'm here. I know these are my skills. And then he said that like a long time ago, like in the very beginning when I didn't really even know Roland. And then we finally got to the point and I was like, hey, Roland, you've taken our course and we did a trial run. We did a trial with him.
Well, we already knew he did a good job with SEO too.
Because he did it on his own channel.
Yeah, he took our course and applied it and just you could see that he had a really good understanding of SEO as well, just by applying it to his channel.
And I have to say, since hiring and outsourcing different people and teams and stuff, it has elevated our earnings. Like, this is probably the craziest year ever.
It is. It's the best year this year. And it's so hard. It's so hard to let go, especially when you know how to do the things that you need help with and you want to outsource just to free up some time.
Mm-hmm.
So just know, like, it's also hard because as entrepreneurs, a lot of us already know that we can figure it all out. It's just a skill. It's all figure outable, as Marie Forleo says. So I think part of that is also that knowing that it's all figure outable, but it's really like your time is money. And this is, to be honest, this is still a lesson that we're learning. Like,
yeah, we haven't completely mastered it.
Yeah, definitely not. We just scratched the surface and started to hire other people and like have a team and stuff with the Facebook ads. And, it's like this year was really the beginning of that. We have hired people in the past many times before, but not like in an ongoing sense with helping things on an ongoing basis. So it really does help. Like, once you know what it is that you need to focus on that will bring in more of those profits, then it's easier to make the decision to hire someone, because you're like, once I offload that, then I can spend more time on this, and then the business will grow. So I think it's very important to be at that place where you know what your income producing activities are, what those profitable activities are, mainly like tasks working on your business rather than in your business. Like for us, I don't know if this is applicable to you, Rai, but working in the business is fulfilling the client orders that come in, the design projects, the working with our coaching clients and all that stuff, right?
We can't outsource that. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And creating courses, creating our videos for our channel. But it's like that's why we chose to outsource more of the technical aspects of things. And we gave like SEO to Roland, certain skills like that, running the Facebook ads, so that we could focus more on working on the business strategy. What's the next course we're going to create? How can we improve this? How can we level up? All of those things will really matter, will really help improve your revenue. So it's an ongoing lesson. It takes time.
We kept hearing it over and over and over and over, just like the email thing, collect emails. And then finally we did it.
Another thing too, like it worked out perfectly that Roland, we hired you too, because for the longest time I kept hearing from people that I looked up to that it's really good if you can hire someone from within your community. So people who already know you and who already have somewhat of an understanding of your business, and they're familiar with you and the way that you work. It's best if you have a community, right? You can like do a video or do a post, or I don't know what it is that you have, but I always remember hearing that it's better if you can hire someone within your community, because you're leveraging off of that connection already.
Roland says, I want 10K product and red M&Ms only.
Only the red ones? Wow. High maintenance, Roland.
Who is this on Facebook?
I don't know. I'll look them up.
I'm developing my niche and business strategy going into 2022. That's awesome. We'll see who you are in just a second.
Very cool.
Rai says, thanks, guys. I think that's my biggest issue right now, taking the next step. Yeah, it's not easy. It's really not. Knowing that when you hire someone, they're not going to do it the exact same way that you would do it. It is going to be different. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with that and know that hiring someone to do this is going to help the business, is going to push forward. And I have to say that since Roland has become part of the team, the Essatino team, it has allowed us to really, really grow Essatino.
Yeah.
Scott says, you need money to hire people. Yes, definitely. We have to get to that certain point. And Scott says, I'm just starting to make minimum wage for my channel. That's awesome. It's growing so fast,
hey,
Scott.
You gotta start somewhere.
I remember when your channel was like doing less than 400 a month, and now it's, I haven't checked it, but I'm sure it's probably over 1,000 now.
So that comment was from Murray Johnston.
Nice. Hey,
hello,
Murray.
Developing your niche and business strategy. Cool. Share with us something exciting, if you don't mind. What is like a plan specifically about your business or a goal that you want to share for 2022, if you'd like to share? Thankfully, my channel makes it.
It will. It's going to make it.
Yes, for sure. Everyone has different levels of income. I was extremely lucky in my timing, but income's range. Yeah. Only up from here. I love that.
You're starting to get a lot of channel members, Scott. Scott's really good at the channel members. Like that's, I can't remember what you're at right now, but I remember when you didn't have any.
When you first set that up.
Yeah, I remember. Have any.
Like in one of our YouTube coaching calls, I think that was one of your homework items was to set up your memberships.
He was approved for it. You had it set up.
Wasn't hashed out.
But then we said make it more exciting.
Enticing, yeah. Yes, I remember now.
Yeah. Lots of great
Try again. Take two.
Lots of great information and inspiration every week here.
That's awesome. Thanks for that feedback, Timothy.
Scott's channel is awesome. Yes, it really is. And I am always so amazed at Scott's work ethic and consistency. Your consistency is very strong.
Your growth is very strong too, Scott. The money will follow. Your channel is growing at a much faster pace than a lot of the people that we've worked with. So
you mean hiring people to outsource? Talk a little bit more about outsource, as we may not do outsource, but we have to be okay with it. So outsourcing means hiring other people that can do the work for you, but you don't want to outsource the stuff that, like, for example, the SEO, it can be learned and taught by someone else, and I'm okay with outsourcing that. Like, you have to be okay with whatever you're outsourcing. Don't outsource something that you really love to do. For example, I'm not outsourcing video editing because I love video editing and I'm always improving my video editing, and I love doing those Camtasia tutorials. It's one of my favorite things to do every week. So you really do need to outsource the stuff, mainly the stuff that you don't like.
Yeah. And also, just going back to outsourcing, focus on outsourcing those learnable, teachable things, and also the stuff that you don't like to do.
Mm-hmm.
there's a ton of, in growing an online business, there's a ton of tasks on our plate. And a lot of those things, we don't necessarily like to do them. Some of those things we might not know how to do, but we're interested in learning, and that's okay. Like maybe that's a way to push yourself to learn that skill so that you can figure it out on your own. But the things that you're just absolutely not interested in learning, or maybe you already know how to do them, but you really could shift your time to focus on more income producing activities here, or the more creative side of things that will create new products or services or make more of a difference in terms of your business, growing your business.
And Tracy asking, Roland, can you do SEO for my channel? He does we have a whole system going on with Airtable. We put in the notes and he punches it in, puts it into SEO Studio, and uploads a video. And it's like, boom, 3 videos are done.
Yep, he's a great person to work with.
Roland says to have memberships is a good idea to do lives. Yes, it helps getting more memberships for sure.
Yes.
Rye says, also Scott and Essatino, thank you so much for supporting my 1 year. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting our channel, Rye. I remember when you first messaged and you reached out to us and you saw our Amazon live streams, like when we used to go scanning in the stores. Oh man, that's so cool how much you've grown. And I can't wait to see your channel hit huge numbers, which I know it will.
Yeah, what a journey it's been. Still going.
You watch Scott daily? Yes, you two talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
City Gold says, I like to be perfect. Why not expect good work from them? Yes, I mean, the thing is, they can be doing good work, but it might not necessarily be how you would do it. 9 times out of the 10, they're not going to do it exactly the way you want to do it, but you have to be okay with that.
I get what you're saying, Monica. Like I'm also like I've experienced that too, right? It's like with the SEO, right? I do SEO a certain way, and you know, with Roland, like we're both following the similar principles, but Roland's not going to think of the exact same title that I would have wanted to think of, or something like that. He's going to do it in his own way, and that's totally fine in the grander scheme of things. And I think that's the point here. You have to have the bigger vision and look at it from a bird's eye view. Is it really going to matter if we change that one word in the title so that it says this? Probably not. I mean, it might actually if you do like a hook or something, but probably not. It depends on what it is. So yeah, like asking yourself those questions and seeing the bigger picture, because if you're constantly fixated on that person's work and it not being the way that you want it to be done, like of course you want good quality. That's not what I'm like. Definitely go for good quality, mm-hmm. But yeah, fixating, that's when things start to it becomes more laborious to outsource, rather than what it's supposed to do in the beginning, which is freeing your time. Right?
And I will say that in the beginning, we did have to go back and forth and tweak some things. And, the great thing was that Roland was really good with receiving our feedback. He implemented the changes, and then we did a couple of cycles, and now he practically knows how we're going to be and think and stuff for SEO.
Yeah, that's really important too, is to find someone who's open to incorporating that feedback, and it flows, right? They have to be open to feedback.
I've done a lot of new editing recently in Camtasia. I want to show you one day. Sure. Ooh. That'd be awesome. Random comment from Teddy B. Bruce Springsteen sold the rights to his music for $500 million. Sony bought the rights. Interesting. I wonder why he sold it.
Yeah. He just
maybe
wants to exit.
Maybe he's like, I'm good with 500 mil.
Yeah. Exit strategy.
Nice.
Murray says, I'm using what you taught me. And Alicia, I remember Alicia, yes. And now I'm reinforcing that with Tony Robbins' teachings. Yes, excellent. Nice. Getting clarity, scheduling, etc. That's awesome, Murray.
Roland says, I do SEO for my 2 channels and Essatino Media and still enjoy it. We're glad you enjoy it, Roland, because we didn't really enjoy SEO. It was necessary. It's necessary, but It wasn't the thing that we enjoy most. I enjoy filming the video and editing the video and uploading the video. I don't enjoy typing the video.
Typing the video. Nice. You're welcome, Monica.
Yeah. Live streaming is an edge. It really is. It does make you stand out because a lot of people aren't willing to go live. It's just like being on video is an edge. A lot of people aren't willing to put themselves on video.
It's all relative. As long as you're competing with yourself, right? Competing with the past version of yourself.
I was blown away when I saw how fast your channel grew, Rye. Investing for change. Great job. You have the gift to talk. Yes, you are a hype man. You really get people with the energy and you can go fast and like you're made for it.
Yeah. You're really strong in communication skills, Rye. It's awesome. Nice.
The gift of gab. That's a good one. The gift of gab.
That's a good channel name.
Yeah.
Right? Very catchy.
I wish I could speak like that sometimes. I can if I'm on coffee or beer.
The fact that Arit and Joel have scheduled live streams each week is such a great method for creating a community. Normal videos could not achieve that. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The regular pre-recorded videos are for new people to find you, right? And live streams do that too, but live streams for us specifically is to create that space, that community, to have a place to chat and talk. The office hours, right? In a sense.
Yeah, kind of.
But more fun.
Yeah.
More fun than the university office hours.
Teddy B says, I don't mind talking in the video, but I don't like my face being in the video. And that's fine. Like, the thing with YouTube is you can succeed being in the video, not being in the video being a cartoon, not having a logo, having a brand, just being yourself.
All of these
have
been profitable channels.
All of them can succeed, right? Creating a channel on the most obscure things. Like there was one where they were talking about where it's a cartoon who's studying and she's just studying for like 8 hours, like the cartoon. And then it just plays and it's like live streaming with music.
Yeah.
And that's the channel. The girl is just a cartoon. Just
I forget
studying.
The channel name, but yeah, it was referenced in Creator Conference. And it was like some sort of chill music channel. So it was a music channel, but instead of just like playing the music to an image or, you know, some of those crazy graphics that you see music play to, it was literally like you're there with this animated character just studying.
Like she's at a desk, just like
because they know that the viewers who watch this, they're listening to this music for focus, for relaxing, for studying, for whatever it is, just winding down. And I went to the channel after they referenced it just to see what it is that they were talking about. And the community there is crazy. Like
there was a lot of people on it.
I don't know if there's much studying going on, to be honest, because there's just so much conversation with people hanging out with each other and chatting and with this animated character. So it's really cool. I love seeing the creativity on YouTube. It's just what people can do with a video.
And Roland says, Teddy, you just need to break through. Yeah, like if you want to be on video, you can. Like you can try it. If you have no desire at all, then don't, you know? You can be successful either way.
Yeah. You got to go with what you enjoy doing most.
Rye says, by the way, how did we sneak an extra 30 minutes? I know everybody sneaked in 30 minutes.
You sure did, because I did not even, this went by really fast. And I did not know we're 30 minutes over. Yes, Lo-Fi Girl. Exactly. Thank you, Timothy. That's the name of the channel.
If a cartoon channel of some animated character studying with music can be successful, you can too.
And we'll end it with that.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. This was a good one. There was like almost 90 minutes of live stream here.
Yeah, awesome. Always a good time hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for being here with us, participating, chatting, conversating, sharing your wins. And and thanks to Timothy as well. for the donation, the super
Yes.
sticker. Always appreciate your support and the support of everyone here. You guys are awesome.
And a last quick question here. I love your opening ceremony with the rolling triangle shape just before you say hello. How did you make it? I made that in Camtasia, and I actually have a video. I think I have a video on that one.
Did you create an editing tutorial?
I also made Tiffany and Corey's of Investor Life. So
oh yeah, that's right.
I will find the video, but yes, I made it in this editing software called Camtasia.
Yes. We'll talk more about that, Monica, if you like, on one of our sessions.
Calls, yes.
Yeah. Have a great night, everybody. Such a great time spending this with you. Have a great weekend as well. We'll see you next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Get those wins.
Yes. And share them with us next week. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.